So, you want to do a head swap? I get you. I got you. Head swaps are great. I mean, you can do so much with them. Like, you can make things like this.
Hello.
Or you can make things like this.
Hi.
Or you can make things like this.
Hello.
So a head swap is when you take any LPS body and you attach any LPS head, and then you have a completely new LPS figurine to work off of. For customizing, I don't know if people do that and don't customize it, that would look kind of weird. I really like head swaps. I think it adds a lot to characters. It really makes them look unique and unrecognizable, and I think it's a really fun thing to experiment with, especially if you are a customizer. When I first started, I really kind of feared head swaps. I didn't want to ruin my LPS bases. Head swaps can be scary, I get it. I mean, like, if you're gonna take a really rare LPS, like a short hair, and then combine it with a Great Dane or something, and you mess up or break the neck plug, like, oh, I get it. I know it's scary, but today, don't worry. You know what? Let me quench your fears. Since I am a professional and I know everything about customizing, I shall teach you 3 different ways. Yes, not 1, not 2, but 3 different ways to decapitate your LPS custom. Decapitating your LPS is a necessary skill for customizing, and I very recommend you try it. So like I said, we're going to be doing 3 different ways. This is basically, if you don't have one way, you can try a different way. And I'm gonna be covering them and talking about which one's my favorite, so let's just get started. Okay. If this is your first time doing a head swap, I would recommend choosing 2 LPS that you don't care about a lot, just so you can kind of get a feel for it. And if you mess up, it's not a really big deal because, yes, it's really hard to break the LPS, just saying. Alright, so let's get started. So everybody knows about the hairdryer method. It's pretty simple. All you do is you grab your LPS and you grab a hairdryer. That's all you need. It's cold. And you take your hairdryer and you make sure it's on the hot setting and you blow it on the LPS neck. Don't hold it too close to the LPS. You don't want to burn your LPS. I don't know if you actually can, but that hairdryer can actually get pretty hot depending on what setting you're doing, so also just be careful with your fingers. So you just kind of let it heat up for a bit. It won't take very long. I think you need about like 10 or 15 seconds of just heating up the neck plug. And then when you pull on the LPS, it should come out pretty easy. So then just let the heads cool a little bit so that you don't accidentally push in the neck plug. If you don't know kind of the anatomy of an LPS, whatever that means, the neck plug itself, if the head is heated up too much, you can actually push it in because the inside of an LPS head is hollow. I know that because I've done it before, so just be careful. I would definitely recommend letting the head dry first. Well, cool down, not dry. Once the head is all cooled down, you should get the hairdryer again and then take the body you want and reheat that neck plug so it's nice and hot. And once it's all nice and hot, you just stick that head where you just stick the head in. It's pretty simple. If the neck is hot enough, it shouldn't be that hard, but this is just the part where you never know if it's in or not. It's kind of annoying. And it doesn't help the LPS bobblehead like moves out and in, so it's just kind of like a maneuver thing. Sometimes I twist the head around.
Ow.
But when it is in, you should be able to tell. It is pretty obvious, and then you have a head swap. Congratulations, you did it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, that's how you do the hairdryer method.
But hello studios, what if you don't have a hairdryer? I got you, okay? There's 3 different ways, remember? 3, I got you.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about the second method. And here's where we get into dangerous territory. Okay, I experiment with my LPS. So this isn't something I learned online. This is something I do because I thought it might work, and I tried it and it worked. Wow, okay. So it's a little bit more, dangerous than the other version, but you know, it's okay. You can do it. I promise. I will walk you through it. It's easy. And this is actually the second easiest way, so you know, it's not that dangerous. It's fine. Okay. So all you need is water and your LPS, and also something to heat the water up, like a teapot or a microwave, or you know, like a stove top. So all you gotta do is put your LPS in the water. Just let them sit there for a little bit. You have to make sure the water is pretty warm. Even boiling honestly works. As you can tell, that's probably why this is somewhat dangerous, so you want to be careful, obviously. Don't burn yourself, please. Oh my goodness, don't burn yourself. Please be careful. Yes, so heat up the water, boil it, and then place your LPS in there for about maybe a minute. or something like that. And then you should get the same effect of the heat should allow the neck plug to just slide right out there pretty easily, and you can do that for both. And then again, I would let the head kind of cool down. You can run it under some cold water, and then you just place the body back in the hot water till it's a little bit soft again, and then push the LPS head in, and it should work pretty well again. So that is the second method. Please don't burn yourself. Oh my goodness, be careful. When you're getting it out of the hot water, you can always run it under cold water or something while you're pulling it out, or just be careful. Oh my goodness, don't hurt yourself. I will feel so bad if you hurt yourself. Oh my goodness. And you know what? We're gonna talk about the next one. Okay. So, hello studios, I don't have a hairdryer, I don't want to boil water, what do I do? Okay, well, this is the most dangerous option, so maybe you just want to do this option because you are an adrenaline chaser, you want to prove you're the best LPS customizer, you want to go the dangerous route. You don't want to go on the trail, you want to go off trail. I get it, you know what? I get it. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna walk you through it, and then you can do it yourself. So, the boiling water method, I made up, but I think somebody else has done it before. This method I'm about to tell you, I've never seen ever. This is something I do, and it's kind of, you could burn yourself, so just be careful. Okay, please be careful. Oh my goodness, this one is also a little bit more tricky. You could actually damage your LPS if you're not careful. Sound fun? Let's go. Okay. This method involves an oven. What you will need is your LPS, a tray, an oven, and some tin foil. So what you want to do is you want to set your oven to 275 degrees Fahrenheit. I will put that on Celsius as well. I'm sorry, I do not know what it is in Celsius because I am a dumb American. So just let that preheat the oven, and then you want to take your LPS and some tin foil, put your tin foil on the pan. It's just to protect your pan in case you mess up. You don't want to get melted plastic on your pan. Yeah, that would not be fun, and I very much think your parents would not appreciate that. Speaking from experience. Okay, so this is where it gets tricky. This is where it's important, okay? So you pay attention. You don't want to ruin your LPS, okay? Make sure you do this on a test LPS. This is like a trial error thing. If you're doing this method, make sure you're testing it. Make sure you test it, okay? So, what you want to do is you want to make sure your LPS is facing a way that the head is somewhat supported. I like to lay mine on the side, as you can see, but you can also kind of prop it up with tinfoil. Just make sure the head is supported, because what's going to happen in the oven, the LPS head is going to get heavy, or it's not going to get heavy, sorry. The neck plug is going to heat up. Well, obviously the whole LPS is going to heat up, so it's going to get melty, so it's going to start drooping. And if you're not careful, you can actually cause like the actual plastic itself to dry in a way that is unpleasant. Whoa, what was that? Something crazy's going on. And also, do not go above 175 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh my goodness, do not do it. Make sure the temperature is correct. If you mess up the temperature, you're going to murder your LPS. They will be screaming in the oven. And then you're gonna pop that sucker in the oven like you're baking some cookies. You know how it is. Alright, so just let that in there for about 5 minutes till they're golden brown. Okay, and then take them out. The LPS themselves should be kind of hot, but I am a daredevil, so I just touch them anyway and rip the heads off, but you might want to wait a second for them to cool down and not be crazy like me and get burns. Then, this is really important. Make sure you wait for the head to dry, like to cool. I know I said this in all the other steps, but this is the step in this one where it counts the most, because this is the one where it could destroy your LPS if you don't do it, because the whole LPS head right now is completely hot, and it's going to, if you push too hard on it, it might ruin it. I've done it before, and it is not fun. It's not a fun day, and I can't fix it, so that's great. So just take like 10 minutes, wait for the head to cool, and then take the bodies, the decapitated bodies, and put them back in the oven for an additional 3 minutes to finish cooking, okay? And then by that time, the body should be pretty soft, and you will be able to easily put the head back on. I actually find this method the easiest to transfer the heads, just because everything is pretty warm and flexible. But there you go, a head swap. And this is actually the version I do the most, because I don't have a hairdryer on me all the time, and I'm too lazy to boil water. So yes, it's the Hello Studios verified version. Please do not burn yourself. to 75 degrees is not a temperature you want on your skin, I'm just saying. So those are my 3 methods. I'm sure there's more methods I would like to experiment with. I don't know what happens if you microwave an LPS. I'm kind of curious. I feel like something very bad would happen if you did that, but you know, maybe we'll try it someday. When my parents aren't home, of course. We don't want to alarm them. But yes, those are my 3 genius ways. I hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me which one you did. And if you have another way to do it, make sure to comment below. I'm kind of curious if there's more I haven't thought of. Yes, thank you for watching. There are so many sounds outside. I am sorry there's so much background noise in this video. I am sorry. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. You guys rock. I'm going to be doing more tutorials. Make sure to comment below which tutorials you guys are interested in. I like teaching you guys because I'm such a good teacher. Have fun customizing. Okay, bye, bye, bye.